Hope everyone had a good holiday weekend. I know some of you celebrate Passover, other people celebrate Easter, other people just had a good weekend. But nevertheless, I hope it was a good one. Yesterday, I had to be out and about Sunday, and I had to head into my workshop briefly. And on the way home, this other car, I don't know where it came from, if it was behind me, if they were already up there. I was going straight, so I came up to the light. They were going to eventually turn left. They were at the light, and they started beeping at me. I looked over. I didn't know them. It was an older couple in a Mercedes. I took a deep breath because I was like, I don't think I did anything wrong. And I lowered my window, and I hadn't. I didn't do anything wrong. They then proceeded to ask me, is there a Wegmans nearby? I was like, a Wegmans? A Wegmans? No. I mean, and I started to try and explain. I was like, well, 202, if you get on that and you head to PA, it's on the right. I saw their eyes starting to light up, and I was like, no, not around here. I get lost in my bedroom when the lights go out, so the last thing I should be doing is trying to tell somebody how to get somewhere. But they had a Mercedes, which means I would think they had some sort of phone. All you had to do, I mean, in this day and age, you could say, hey, whatever, and the phone will take you there. You don't want Brent trying to give you directions. But I just hadn't experienced that. I mean, in this day and age, who asks for directions anymore? Because you have a phone. Google that thing. It'll get you there. 258 days to exit plan. Already marked off the calendar. We're at the 18th. Whoa, that's more than halfway. And I need to get my butt in gear. Some of the goals that I set for this month, I have not been as good as I want to be. So, got to do a little bit of a refocus. We shall see. I did want to follow up real quick. Amelia Earhart. I mentioned her last week because in here she was quoted. The 5-Minute Journal, my daily journal that I do. When I said Amelia Earhart, it reminded me of my grandmother, who told a story about writing for a gentleman who Amelia Earhart visited. Couldn't remember that gentleman's name. I got it. So, the lantern on the plow, George Agnew Chamberlain. That was the guy that my grandmother would work for. She would take my uncle, who at the time was a baby, in a basket, plop him down next to her, and she would type away whatever George would spout out. And this was the book that my grandmother actually worked on. And this was published, let's see if I can get to the page here. Everything, there we go. Published 1925. 1925. But yeah, The Lantern on the Plow. It's the actual book that my grandmother worked on with him. He's the author. Anyway, but yeah, Amelia Earhart would visit George in Bridgeton, New Jersey. Bridgeton's the place that I will pick on at times because I need to visit there for work. And they don't have a Starbucks. And for the 3 to 4 hours that I'm in that area, I lose all phone capabilities. I mean, the phone just goes dead. Nobody can get a hold of me, nothing. So that's why I always pick on Bridgeton. But George Agnew Chamberlain lived there, and Amelia Earhart would visit there. Way to go, Bridgeton. Typically on Mondays, I would talk about setting goals. And I have a paperwork day today, which is awesome. One of my goals for the day is knock out the have-to work first, because too many times I'll just start working, and then come that 3, 4, 5 o'clock, I got all this have-to work to get into. And before I know it, it's dinner, and I just set it aside, and then I'm working after dinner. Knock out the have-to work first. That's what I got to do. Quote of the day. If you can't be happy with a coffee, you won't be happy with a yacht. Naval. That dude spouts out wisdom. Follow him on Twitter and I think Instagram too. Naval. at Naval. Everything is here. BrentEvans.net. Okay, enjoy your Monday. Make good choices. I'll be back at you tomorrow on Tuesday. I'll see you then.